Rams broadcast. This week we have a lot of interesting things for you.
Let's start off with a glimpse of some interviews with some senior fall athletes with Jeremy.
What do you guys feel about having your last home meet in for your 4 years of football?
It's gonna be pretty sad. Been doing football for 6 years now, and I have anyways, and it's gonna be pretty sad knowing that it's the last one and not be able to do it again.
I'm probably going to cry a little bit, probably a lot, honestly. It's going to be the last game on our home field that I get to play with all my brothers every Friday, so it's going to be pretty sad, yeah.
What is it like being in 3 years of your cheerleading?
Oh, it's awesome. My sophomore year, we went to state, and it was the best feeling in my whole life. And so this year, hopefully, we'll make it to state again.
How does it feel like having your last home meet for cross country?
It was honestly pretty sad last night. It was pretty emotional, and that we were conference champions too on our last home meet. Because Maggie and I have both been in cross country for 7 years together, have a lot of meets on the trails, and it was just really emotional.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Our course is really tough, but it was really sad to have our last meet.
What is your greatest memory?
My greatest memory from band? Well, that's a tough one. There are so many great memories. I think it actually goes back to before we were even in high school. We went to an honor band, and Melangel knows about this, and it was a very interesting day, to say the least.
Who or what are you gonna miss while playing tennis?
I'm definitely gonna miss the bus rides back home after victory and the bus rides there. The tennis girls are a unique group of individuals, to say the least, and we don't get as much credit as some sports do, so we get to kind of goof off and do whatever we want without being too embarrassed. So I'm definitely gonna miss that the most, and that's definitely what I've enjoyed the most over these 4 years.
What was your greatest memory within that season?
Our greatest memory was when me and Jericho were partners for our first golf match. We played 18 holes at Tuscola, and combined we lost like 20 to 25 golf balls, and we had to sit out the last 3 holes. So that was a good time. Interesting.
Who or what are you guys gonna miss while you guys are within these 4 years of your sport?
I've definitely five.
We'll miss her a lot in home games. Those are always fun to have the crowd, like big crowds, and everybody really pumped to beat our opponent.
Those seniors are sure to be missed, Jeremy. Thanks.
Now on to Katie for an interview with our new principal, Mr. Sherritt.
So, Mr. Sherritt, what is your family like?
Oh, what's my family like? Well, I have a wife, Charlotte, who works for the University of Illinois Extension Office out of Taylorville. I have 4 children. 2 of them go to the University of Illinois in Champaign right now. One's a junior and one's a freshman. I have a daughter here at Shelbyville High School who's in 9th grade, and a son, Griffin, who's in 6th grade.
What were you before you were a principal?
Well, the first 8 years I taught U.S. history. I graduated from the University of Illinois and taught U.S. history for 8 years, coached football, girls basketball, baseball, and after 8 years I became a dean of students. So for 3 years I was a dean of students for 5th through 12th grade students. It was always interesting going from a 5th grade problem to a 12th grade problem, because those are like night and day. And then after those 3 years, I became a high school principal, and this is my now, I think, 11th year as a high school principal.
So if you could do one thing in life over again, what would it be and why?
Well, I think that maybe I'd try a little bit harder in high school. We always want everybody, all of our students, to do their best, and I think maybe my first couple years in high school I didn't try as hard as I probably should have. And just looking back on that, I wish I would have tried a little harder and maybe not been a a thorn in some of my teachers' sides because, you know, I was a little ornery person for a while there.
Then what are some of your pet peeves?
Pet peeve number one is people who aren't on time.
Okay.
I like people to be on time. I try to make it a point to always be where I'm supposed to be at a certain time. Back when I used to coach football, we used to have a saying, 10 minutes early is 5 minutes late. We always want people to be on time and ready to go. And being on time doesn't mean just showing up and then having to get ready. That means when you show up, you're actually ready to step into the classroom or on the field and be ready to get after it.
So then if you were stranded on an island, what 2 items would you take with you?
Like an unlimited supply of water somehow, I think. And I should probably say my wife.
Oh.
Otherwise I might be in trouble.
Okay.
Thanks, Katie, and welcome to SHS, Mr. Shurick.
We recently held a bottle flipping contest. Let's check out on the results.
This is the broadcasting's attempt at bottle flipping with Peyton the freshman, Valerie the sophomore, Hayden the junior, and Tyler Basley the senior.
You have a minute, 30 seconds to flip the bottle. Ready, set, go. Flipping. Final scores, Peyton.
14 or 15, something around there.
Valerie. Taylor.
13 to 14-ish.
And 15.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wow, that's some real talent.
We all know of our Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, but let's see what some of our teachers know about the subject areas they don't teach. Here's Maggie with some teacher trivia.
Okay, so your first question is, what is the longest type of cell in the body? Alright, you can turn over whenever you're ready. None of those are right. This one will be harder, so like 15 seconds, and I'll give you the formula for it. You have to calculate the final velocity of a 15-gram dog if it fell for 5 seconds out of a 10-meter tall building. The formula is VF equals VI plus A times T. The dog weighs 15 grams. It fell for 5 seconds, and the building is 10 meters tall. The acceleration would be 9.8 meters per second. Squared. VF equals VI plus A times T. Sure. That would be the time. All right, the last question is, what is the common name for dihydrogen monoxide? You can turn it over whenever. All right, so you both tied for that one. How many bones are in the human body? It was 206.
Oh, hey, I was pretty close.
Oh, yeah, so this is why you won.
Yay!
Oh, that was interesting. I can't believe how smart some of our SHS teachers are.
All right, that's all for this week. We will see you back here next week for another broadcast.
Have a great week!
Yeah,
have a great week!
Swag! Swagalicious, hashtag.